Yo, what's going on, guys? Here we are at Green Tree Golf Club here in Victorville, California. About to hit up the front nine here, and let's see how we do to kick off the round. And I'll throw in some commentary throughout the round to let you guys know what I was thinking and what I messed up on, and so on and so forth. So here we go. Let's check it out. All right, pretty solid drive here to kick off the round on hole one. Ended up on the left side of the fairway. I was sitting about 125 out, busting out the gap wedge. Ended up pulling it left here just a bit, leaving me with about 50 yards out, busting out the 60 wedge to get it up and down. And there it is, a par opportunity wasted. But you know what, it's all good, just the first hole, I just gotta keep pushing. Here we are at hole two, busting out the driver again, and just trying to keep it in play. And ended up slicing it just a bit, carrying it to the right side of the fairway, not leave me in the best conditions of my lie, which left me about 135 out, using my pitching wedge for the approach. Ended up coming up short on my approach shot, which left me with just a chip, and wanted to keep it within two putts. So luckily that was able to salvage the hole. Here we are moving forward over to the first par 5 of the front nine. It's a slight dog leg right, just a bit off the tee box. Luckily I was able to hit fairway on my drive. Quite frankly, I wasn't expecting it, as you guys can pay attention to the clouds here. It started to get pretty damn cloudy out there, and the winds and the gusts slowly started to peak up, as you guys will see here in the next couple of holes. But with that being said, my secondary shot, third shot here going to the green, slightly overkilled it. I should have down clubbed a bit. However, it is what it is. And then that happened. Yeah, shit happens. It is what it is. But ended up coming up short with the chip shot to the green, having to take another shot and putting it on the green, in hopes that I can once again keep it within two putts. But as you guys can see here, just didn't happen. Give it a little bit too much. So in my mind I said, okay, let's put this in, but I was already in a rush and I blew it. Yep, making that a 3-putt. But it is what it is. A double bogey there for the first par 5. Move it over to the next hole. which didn't get any better. The frustration from that last hole carried over here off the tee, but it is what it is. I just kind of wanted to brush it off, get it back in play, and here I am with my 3 hybrid, giving it some, and there I am, once again, losing momentum. Ended up slicing it far right and losing the ball, taking a penalty drop, and once again, just trying to focus and get my head back in the game. Here I am here about, I want to say 145 out. Ended up using a 9-iron just to kind of get it up and over and close as possible. There I was. Luckily, I was able to get some decent contact, getting over those trees and landing just shy of the fringe of the green, as you guys will see here shortly. So there I am. Once again, just want to get it up and down. Ended up rolling out a little bit more than I was anticipating. However, once again, game plan is always going to stick with just shooting for that 2-putt. This one left me kind of way out, but take my time before getting and addressing for the putt, and wanted to go for it to salvage the hole. All right, here we are at the first par 3 of the front 9. Ended up being about 155 out, going with a 9-iron. Had some solid contact on that, slightly pulled it left, ended up going into the left side bunker by the green. So here I am, just focusing, just trying to get it out. Wasn't the best conditions of bunkers, but once again, just going for it. And slightly just passed by the lip of that bunker, was able to get it out and ended up rolling out towards the flag and giving me just about a 5 to 6 foot putt. And I had the line, just needed to give it some though. Ended up bogeying this par 3, but you know what, I'll take it. Just move on to the next hole. And here we are at the next par 5 of the front 9. You guys will notice here mid-hole is where the clouds and wind start to pick up nasty. My drive was pretty solid, ended up on the right side fairway between the divider, and ended up going with a 3-wood here for my secondary shot. Giving me some solid contact straight at it and getting ready for my approach shot here, which ended up being about 110 out, utilizing my 54 wedge. As you can see, I wanted to wait to see if this wind would stop or slow down, but it wasn't. It started to kick up pretty bad. And as you guys will see here shortly, wind carried that just a little further out than I anticipated. Ended up off the green, but ended up going for a chip in hopes to kind of get it up and down. There I was for the par attempt. And yes, even with the wind conditions kicking up, mid-hole was able to salvage that par. Moving forward to the next par 3 of the front 9. Ended up, I think it was about 172, going with a 8-iron. And I thought it was just enough club, but forgetting about the wind, ended up carrying me just over the green and needing to go after it with another chip and putt, hopefully to get it up and down. Wind conditions just were not turning. They were not playing around, let me tell you. 3 moving forward. And at this current time, it started to rain slightly. And like I said, the winds weren't gaining any better. But there was a guy ahead of me here on this hole, walking the course. And as I was getting ready for my approach shot, he went ahead and waved forward, which unfortunately ended up recording the next couple of shots. Chunked a chip. I ended up 2-putting, which led me to a double bogey on this hole. Here we are at hole 9. Dog leg right. Ended up carrying it and slicing it slightly to the right. The wind was in my face, as you guys can probably hear. It was still pretty heavy. Going for it to wrap up the round, using my 3 hybrid. Just giving it a good, decent power shot to get up and out, leaving me with that decent approach shot to get up to the green. And of course, I left that one just short, but wasn't mad at it. Just another chip and a putt to wrap up this front 9. Not gonna lie, thought that was going in. I literally was about maybe a foot or 2 at most outside that hole. But and with that being said, I ended up finishing up the front 9 with 13 over and calling it a day. Stay tuned as I run it back on the back 9, and we'll see how we do there. Peace out, y'all.